Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. Today we got a 530 PKO from Scoop 2025. Got Lena on the final table, Crazy Caesar, Malika Style, Seaman Horse, Tin Liquor, Ramunculus, I'm the Nuts, Felipe, Ship the Flip. Malika takes down the first little pot there. Thanks to KalipokerTV Poker Replays for the replay. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV, so you can go check out some action there. King Jack suited. Lena will open it up. Seaman Horse with the 4 and the 4. They play call, ace queen for I'm the Nuts. Looks like a jam for 14, 15 blinds. And then we'll see what happens here. They got that $500 bounty on their head. So many chips behind. Between Lena and Seaman Horse, that is. Both players fold. I'm the Nuts gets the jam through. Picks up about 8 blinds. Got some funny names on the final table here. Crazy Caesar, Ace 8-0. Probably going to let that one go. Ace 8 suited for Tin Liquor. 21 blinds. We'll see if they open that one up here. Seaman Horse has this big stack, a jack and a 7, a little bit of connectivity. Felipe in the small with 81 blinds. That might deter you from playing a hand here, such as Jack 7 offsuit. Tin Liquor will open up the suited ace. Ship the Flip in the big with 6-9-0. We'll just find the fold and we're moving along. King Jack for Seaman Horse. Ace Ace for Ship the Flip. Seaman Horse probably comes in for the open. 2.3 blinds is the elected size. Slightly larger than the min raise, of course. Ship the Flip with Ace Ace. Always fun to see what the 3-betting size is. Something like 9 blinds is my guess. I think we want to go a little bit larger here. A bigger opening size. Yeah, we want to go big. 9.5 blinds is the size by Ship It. Or Ship the Flip. Sorry, somebody's named Ship It for the win, I think. Very strong player. I'm confusing Ship the Flip here with them. King Jack will hit the muck. Aces get the 3-bet through pre. Not much doing here. Ship the Flip. Ace 8 off on the button. Are we 9-handed? Very interesting. Don't see too many 9-handed games anymore. Ship the Flip will open it up from the button. Crazy Caesar in the big blind with 10-8 off. 8-7-4 flop. Pretty interesting. Open ender versus top pair, top kicker. Playing about 36 blinds behind. 6 blinds in the middle. Ship the Flip goes for a big bet, 4 blinds. Makes sense. There's plenty of draws out there. Flush draws, straight draws out the ass. Crazy Caesar with the backdoor flush draw. 2 overs. Open ender. Sees a queen of spades on the turn. Not what Crazy Caesar's looking for. Another flush draw out there. Ship the Flip doesn't necessarily want to see the queen of spades. With that being said, there's still plenty of straight draws and a flush draw or 2 out there now. They go for a big bet, 9.3 blinds into about 14, and Crazy Caesar will reluctantly fold, I do believe. Just getting priced out of the pot there at that point. Ace 10-0 from the small. We'll see if Elena opens up 8-5 suited. I would bet they do. They have 92 blinds. Not afraid of Malika in the big blind, who's a very capable player. Has Jack 2 suited. Ace 10 will 3-bet the small. Crazy Caesar will take it down pre. Blinds go up. Seaman Horse just below 100 blinds with Queen 10 suited in the big blind. We got an Ace Jack for Lena. 8-8 for Crazy Caesar. 7-7 for Tin Liquor. I didn't see opens it up under the gun. Now let me tell you, that's a fun name to say. Ace Jack will call. 8-8 is in a weird spot with 31 blinds. You don't really want to jam. You don't really want to fold. You don't really want to call. Crazy Caesar says, well, the least bad option is maybe call. They click call. 2.2 blinds for them to go. Seaman Horse will come along with the Queen 10 of Hearts, Jack 6-2 flop. Top pair, top kicker for Elena, and a couple pocket pairs missed their set draw. 3 in a row for Seaman Horse. You know, looking at the names, Seaman Horse, you would think that would be fun to say, but it's actually Tin Liquor is the winner here today. Seaman Horse, 3 in a row, probably going to fold from the big blind. We'll see what sevens elect to do. Just snap fold for Tin Liquor. Good shit. We're moving along. Lena picks up a little pot there. Ramunculus with King 10. Oh, probably going to let that one go. Haven't heard from him yet here. Very strong player. King 10. Oh, not the hand you want to play under the gun. 9-handed. No. What's going on? Not much, eh? Queen 4 suited for Lena. Folds to them. They're going to pass on the spot, even though it's not really a spot. King 8 for Tin Liquor in the big. Seaman Horse with 6-9. Too many things are going on here for Seaman Horse to pass on the spot. This will be an open. 2.7 blinds is the size. Tin Liquor. What do we do? King 8-0. We're in last place, so we don't really care if we just lose another blind or something. 10-4, 3 flop. Would have been nice if Tin Liquor flopped a pair. A straight draw or some shit. They got nothing going on here. No backdoors. King High's best sees a 2 blind bet and we'll probably have to fold. Seaman Horse leveraging the big stack. Tin Liquor getting out of there. Ace 10. I'm the nuts. We'll let that one go under the gun. Ship the flip with 5-5. Felipe with a little something going on there. I think they had an ace. Finds the fold. Ace 5 for Crazy Caesar. I'll let that one go. It's 10-6 suited for Seaman on the button. Whoa, that's kind of a sexual, funny innuendo thingamajibber too. Seaman on the button. Almost sounds like butt, but it's not, you know. Whatever, man. Grow up. 9-8-0 for Ramunculus in the big blind. King Queen 7 flop. We got 3 in a row for Ramunculus. A backdoor straight flush draw that isn't possible for Seaman Horse. They do have backdoor straight draws out their ass. They have got 1.9 blinds and probably take the pot down. Queen for I'm the nuts in the big blind. 5-5 for Seaman Horse. Ramunculus with ace 3 suited. Probably not going to be 3 betting here. Doesn't have the chips really to do it. Doesn't really want to jam in 18 blinds with the ace 3 suited. 5-5. We'll open it up. Do we rip? We're only playing about 19 blinds effective. Seaman Horse will rip the 5s. I'm the nuts with queens. Will snap call. Looking for a 5 dealer. Would be pretty nasty, wouldn't it, Poker Stars? Would be pretty fucking nasty. You just deal the man queen versus 5-5. Guess what comes on the bloody river? A fucking 5, of course. Poker Stars living up to their name. Ace 6 for Ramunculus. 18 blinds. We'll see if they come in for the min raise or look for a better spot. They say this is good enough for me. Ship the flip in the big blind with ace 10 suited. Doesn't mind seeing a flop, doesn't mind ripping it in. Ship the flip goes in the tank a little bit here. Says, what do I want to do? Ramunculus has been snug, perceivably. We'll come in for a non-all-in 3-bet to 5 blinds. Wasn't expecting that one. Ramunculus will let the ace 6-0 go. Interesting little play there. King for Seaman Horse. Ducks for Malika. They'll find the fold. Jack 9 suited for Lena in the big blind. Kings opened at 2.3 blinds. Lena with the Jack 9 will call. Flops nothing. Ace 4, 3 flop. 2 hearts, no clubs. Lena with no backdoors. Backdoor 2 pair draw. Backdoor 3 of a kind draw. Finds the fold on the flop. Looks like we got a little break to skip through. Aces. Malika wakes up with aces coming back from break, but nothing much doing behind. 6-7 suited for Seaman Horse. Gonna let that one go. Queen 10 for Homunculus is out of there. Gonna fold all the way around to the big blind. Crazy Caesar with 9-4-0 doesn't have anything to think about. I'll let this one go too. Just no action for ace. Somehow Felipe 8-3 suited. Maybe still coming back from break. Unfortunately losing a few seconds of time bank. Nothing you can do about that. Ace-3 suited for Tin Liquor. They don't think about it much. Crazy Caesar with the King-Queen O in the small. 6-8 suited for Lena on the button is an open. Quickly raises to 2.2 blinds. Crazy Caesar at least has to call here. A 3-bet could come in, but less likely. And I wonder what size we would want to go. Do we just want to jam with this hand? Crazy Caesar goes in the tank. Feels like a 3-bet's coming in. We'll see what size they go. I don't know if you really want to make it like 8 blinds is too big off of 27, I think. So you might want to make it like 7. If you're going to go for a non-all-in 3-bet, we'll see what they do. They tank, and call. 8-3-2 flop. Crazy Caesar with 2 overs, backdoor flush draw. Lena with top pair, bets 2.1 blinds swiftly, and King-Queen just gets out of there. Ace-5 suited for Tin Liquor, another possible open. They say, Brendan, I've got 13 blinds, not much I can do here. I don't really want to rip it in right now, so they just find the fold. Preserve all their pennies, not much doing for anybody else. Lena with 8-7-0, 85 blinds. Playing with Seaman Horse in the big blind, they just find the fold. King 3-0 for Malika, facing the 4-3-0 for Seaman. Limp pot. 4-3, we'll check it back. 8-8-7 flop. Not much doing here for neither player. 4-3, Seaman Horse, we'll check that one back. Jack on the turn. Kind of got lost looking at Seaman Horse's image there. It's kind of like, certainly not intimidating. I wonder who it is. It's kind of cool. I like the style of the older image, you know. Looks like nostalgic even though you don't know who the person is. Anyways, this pot will check down. 4 high is no good. Malika will take 3 blinds. Alright, E6 for Tin Liquor in the big blind. Not what we're looking for. King 10 for Felipe. Philippe's opens the King 10-0. Ship the flip, hasn't folded 9-8 off. There we go. Crazy Caesar with the King 10 as well. Gonna find the fold surely. I don't know why this is taking so long, but this will get to Tin Liquor eventually. A6 in the big blind. I don't think we jam it in here, but I think we want to see a flop. Felipe has been kind of quiet. Oh, and they flop quite well here. King 9-7 all clubs. Felipe with the 10 of clubs. Tin Liquor with 2 outs. I suppose they got a backdoor straight draw, but they swiftly fold, of course. They don't really touch the board there. Ace Jack for ship the flip. Homunculus also dealt kind of nothing here today. 7-6-0 in the big blind. I guess we've only been watching for 15 minutes, but it would have been nice to see them pick up a stack. You know, we got that Seaman Horse there with so many chips there. They could surely throw some around. Share some chips with Tin Liquor and Homunculus. Haven't seen that yet, but 6-7 calls, 6-5-3 flop. Good news for Ramunculus. Top pair, straight draw to the 4 and a backdoor club draw. Ship the flip with 2 overs. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. The wheel draw is no good, of course. Flop goes check, check, king on the turn. Really not what Ramunculus wants to see, although there's so many overcards. And the undercards will put one-liners to straights out there. What card did you want to see on the turn in Ramunculus's shoes? Anyways, we check it down to the river. The ace of hearts shows up. Ship the flip. We'll take the 6 blinds in the middle, and I don't think we get any more on top of it. We'll stick in a bet. What size? Something like 4. 3.9. 2.9, they just go half pot. Half pot bet. Ramunculus with a straight blocker. They think about it, but they let go of the pair of 6s. So many ace-x just checks down to the river there. Banks off of a pair of aces. Bets half pot, makes sense. Nice fold by Ramunculus. Queen jack suited for Lena and Malika. Ace 8 for Seaman Horse, 5s for Ramunculus. Actually just folds around to the small Ramunculus with those 5s. They quickly get out of there. Felipe with the 6-4. I thought something was going to happen here. Lena just gets the raise through pre, and we're moving along. Tin Liquor with the king queen. Oh no, ace queen in the small. Tin Liquor's destined to bust here. No way we just fold king queen O from the cutoff. We got 10.5 blinds. Guess what we do? We rip. I thought the 8 blinds was a 2. So I got a little excited because I thought he went for the min raise, but nope. They stick in the king queen looking for 3 kings. Potential straight outs? No, 3 on the turn. No king on the river. Tin Liquor is Gonzo Alonzo. What a fun name. What does Tin Liquor get? 8th place, about 5k for their efforts, a little bit more on top of it. Not too bad of a day. He gets a 5:30 entry. Seaman Horse with Queen 8 suited. Lena in the big blind with Ace 9 suited. Seaman Horse uses that big sizing again, 2.3 blinds. We haven't seen it come into play, but it could deter some players from calling pre-flop or maybe even 3-betting, or it could change up 3-betting sizes, so it's always interesting to see what players elect to open with. Like Lena was opening 2.2. Seaman Horse sees a 10-6-5 flop, 1 heart, goes for a c-bet, gets the bet through. Aces again for Malika under the gun. They swiftly come in for a min raise, ship the flip with 8-7 suited. We'll let that go from the button. Although we do cover Malika for a $2,200 bounty. They think about it for a second, find the fold. Aces get through. No action for Malika's aces, but they get an ace-king in this situation. King-jack for Seaman, who opens under the gun. To be fair, this is just a 3-bet and probably take it down pre. Let Seaman Horse gets excited. Rips it all in with a 4-bet, trying to take it down. Again, always interesting to see what sizing players elect to go for. 9 blinds is the size by Malika, playing off 34 blinds. This looks a little bit too big. King Jack, oh, we'll just hit the muck. I meant just a little bit too big to get any action from the King Jack. Not criticizing Malika's sizing. Jack 5 will limp it on in. 6-3, forced to see a flop. Raising to 3.5 blinds. Malika with a little bit of playability. Suited Jack X. Didn't really want to see this, no. Looking around at the table, there's Crazy Caesar. We cover by quite a bit. Ramunculus with 12 blinds. Malika says, I'm just going to preserve all my chips. Find a better spot. Queen Jack for Lena will open it up to 2.2 blinds, and Jack 8 for Ramunculus in the big blind. Like again, does the little bit extra juice on top of the open deter Ramunculus from calling pre-flop? No. King 2 flop. A little bit of juice did not scare Ramunculus away here today. Queen Jack does see a favorable board, I suppose. 3 in a row. Goes for a small C bet, takes the pot down. Ace Jack for Elena. I'll be right back in there. Crazy Caesar with 10-9 suited. Not going to play this one here. Going to fold it around to the big, and Felipe with the 7 deuce will let that go. King Jack might open it up here for Crazy Caesar off 19 blinds. They say nope. Ace Queen. Malika finds the open, ship the flip with Queen 10 in the big. We'll call. Queen 9 8 flop. Bad news for ship the flip, yo. Top pair with a straight draw. Backdoor straight flush draw. Ship the flip has to call. I don't necessarily think we want to raise here. No siree. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. Top pair, top kicker still best. Wet ass board. Jack 10 flops a straight. There's so many straight draws out there, and 2 flush draws. Malika has to bet and bet large. 6.6 blinds. I was expecting bigger, but they still size up the river jam just fine. We'll see if they like to take it on some sort of clean river. We obviously get a call on the turn here by ship the flip. Still looking for the jack or 10. They don't find it. 7 of hearts on that river. Beautifully sized up river jam. 21.3 blinds behind. 21.8 in the middle. 7 is kind of a brick. Jack 10 just got longer. 6-5 made a straight if that was in there. 10-6 as well. So a few suited combos, but not much. Like Queen 9 8. Queen 9 or Queen 8 probably would have check raised you at some point. Malika finds this non-all-in bet. 17.4. I say they size up the river beautifully for a jam. Malika says don't even take it. We're trying to get called by worse here, dude. 7 on the river. Malika bets 14.4, about 2/3. Ship the flip with the straight blocker. Top pair. Personally, I'm kind of afraid, and I think I might find the fold. Again, looking around at the final table, ship the flip is still going to be covering Crazy Caesar and Ramunculus. Like if it was an all-in, would I be more tempted to call? I don't know. I don't think so. This is just a pretty scary situation here. Just bomb, bomb, bomb. 3 streets. Malika. Put ship the flip in a complete pickle. They find the call. See the bad news. Ace Queen. Very nicely done there by Malika to get the river value. Because again, I think I would have ripped it in. I don't know if the result would have been any different, but we see a call, and that's good news for Malika. Queen 9 for Seaman Horse. 110 blinds, they'll pass. Ace 10. Felipe will open it up from the button. 8-7 quickly calls. Nice flop for the 8-7. 6-4-3. Lena leads out. 1.8 blinds into 5.4. Felipe is tempted to see a turn and does find the call. 9 of clubs, so the straight draw gets longer. I guess he picks up a few more outs to the 10 as well. Lena continues to tell the story, bets another half pot. Ace 10 will just hit the muck unimproved. Nice little steal there by Lena. Ace 7 for Ramunculus. They might rip it in here, and guess what? Felipe's got the Ace Queen suited. Not gonna find the fold, no. 7.5 blinds. Ramunculus has a 1k bounty on their head. They stick it all in, dude. That's no good. I didn't see any 7s folded. Felipe finds the call. 17 blinds in the middle. We need a 7 dealer. No siree. Was there any chops? Potential chops? I don't think so. I don't think there was potential chops, but it showed Ramunculus having quite a bit of equity there. So there must have been or something. Anyways, Ramunculus is dead. Felipe gets another bounty, 1k. Pretty good day for Ramunculus. 75 blinds for him. King 3-0. Lena passes on the button. 9-5 for Crazy Caesar. 7-4 for Malika. Blind on blind action. Limp pot. Malika with this big stack. 17 blinds behind. For Crazy Caesar, we see an 8-8-3 flop. 2 hearts. Both players with the heart draw. Malika's in a pickle here, obviously. 7 high with the worst heart draw. No immediate straight draw. A few backdoors. Bets 1 blind. Gets a quick call. 5 on the turn is interesting. As Crazy Caesar makes a pair. Malika picks up straight draws. To the 6? Only the 6. Malika needs a 6. What about a 7? 7 would work. They're betting 3 blinds. Crazy Caesar calls 10 on the river. What if Malika rips it in here with 7 high? Everything bricks, yo. No straight guts there. Flush draw misses. Malika will give up the 7 high and the pair of 5s. We'll take a nice little pot there for Crazy Caesar. Then they get a 7 and a 7 flip. Ship the flip, that is. With Ace Jack suited. Lena with 5-5. We're in a weird spot with 7s. Ship the flip will open it up to 2 blinds. Does Lena just call? Lena folds. Nice fold by Lena. 7s fold. 10-7 fold. Ship the flip will just take the pot down with the min raise. And they get another Ace Jack. No pocket pairs this time. Felipe in the big with the 7-5-0. Ship the flip. We'll just take it down with the raise again, I think. No, 7-5 will complete. Ace 8-7 flop. Top pair. Ship the flip. 3 bet. 1.3. Got the top pair. Felipe with the bottom pair finds the fold. Ace 10 for Lena. They'll open it up under the gun. 5 6-handed. Ship the flip with King Queen suited in the big blind. Most likely just a call here. Facing the under the gun open. Very playable. King Queen of diamonds. Jack 6-3 flop. Not much doing here. Nope. Lena bets small. 3 in a row. 2 over. Ship the flip is in a weird spot. They are just going to pass on it. Not too much doing here. A little bit of playability. Felipe with the King 2 of diamonds. Ace 7 in the small for ship the flip. We do get a button open. So Ace 7 probably hits the muck. Queen 10 will call the big blind. We'll see 3 cards dealer. 9-2-2. Oh, I guess that is 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind bets small. Lena with backdoors. Check raises. Very quick check raise to 4.5 blinds. If I'm Felipe, I just call, but you never can go wrong with 3 betting the flop with 3 of a kind. 7 on the turn. Lena doesn't pick up any equity. They check it on over, giving up the bluff. What about a double check raise? Not likely with no equity. 4.6 blinds is the bet. Lots of draws out there. Lena with Queen 10. No draw finds the fold. Not too much doing here. Felipe with an E6-0 from the cutoff. Seaman horse. 7-3 suited. Let's echo, of course. We do get the cutoff open. Crazy Caesar in the big with king 3 suited calls. Pre 10 queen flop. 5 1/4 blinds in the middle. We get a 1.7 blind bet by Felipe there. And they take the pot down. Queen 3 suited, Lena on the button. Probably an open Malika with chips 10-7-0. Probably seen a flop. Gear up to deal 3 cards dealer. No! Malika folds. It is just 10-7. King. Lena will open that up. Queen Jack for Seaman Horse in the big blind. Now this one we're certain to see 3 cards. What if Seaman Horse 3 bets though? It is kind of interesting. Lena's in second place, Seaman Horse with a little bit of playability with the Queen Jack. Lena's been nice and active. We could just try to take advantage of that with a 3-bet pre-flop. Seaman Horse does do the very reasonable call, Ace-7 for flop. King will go for a C-bet, and Queen Jack probably is just out of there. Not too much playability with the backdoor Broadway draw. 9-7 for Malika. Gonna fold the button. Seaman Horse with 10-9. We are playing 82, 83 blinds deep here. Queen 4-0 for Felipe. Ooh, look at that. Queen 4-3 flop. Backdoor straight draw for Seaman Horse. They bet 1 blind. Get a quick call by the 2 pairs. Quick call by 2 pairs. No improvement for Seaman Horse. Ace, do 6, 2, 6, 7. All make straights. Seaman Horse with 10-9. Blocking the heart draw. Says, fuck it, I am done with this one. Felipe bets just under pot. Seaman Horse will get out of there. Ace-7 for Malika. Ace and a 7. We might pass on the spot. I'm thinking we got Seaman Horse and Felipe in the pot. Might just look for a slightly better holding there. Ace deuce for Seaman Horse will open it up. Ship the flip with 6-5 in the big blind. I'm gonna let that one go. Ace 10 for Lena in the big blind. They could get a magical rip, but probably not. Felipe with Ace 4 will open. I was thinking ship the flip could rip from the small. Blind on blind. Facing a button open Ace 9 is a weird hand here. You don't want to call, not with this short of a stack. You do rip it in. Does Lena lay down the Ace 10? See, it's not so magical now. It's not so magical. You're playing 80 some blinds effective. We do get a call by Lena. Ace 4 hits the muck. We're sweating a 9. Has to be a non-diamond as well. 10 on the river. That is clean. Lena will take down a big pot. 34 blinds, gets a bounty on top of it, about $1,100. We're down to 5. So I thought Lena was going to get away from that one there. Facing the action, but no. Lena sniffs that one out, gets the bounty. Very nicely done. Ace 7 for Malika. Suited, ready to see a flop this time. We'll limp it on in. Seaman Horse with Ace 4-0. Could raise, could just take it to post. Hey, check it on back. King 7-6 flop. Not much doing for Seaman Horse. A little bit of backdoor straight draws going on. No diamond in their holding. Ace high could always be good. Malika with middle pair. Top kicker goes in the tank. Bets 1 blind. Like if I'm Seaman Horse, I'm a little worried. Seaman Horse finds the call. Ace of diamonds on the turn. Completes the flush. 2 pairs for Malika. Seaman Horse could be in a little bit of a pickle here. Sees a 3 blind bet. Seaman Horse calls. Bad news. 3 on the river. Seaman Horse still with the top pair. No more diamond out there to scare him away. Nice clean little 3 blocks the 5-4 straight. 2 pairs checks though, giving Seaman Horse a chance to get away. Just check it on down, Seaman Horse. Check it on down, lose the minimum. Nicely done by Seaman Horse. Checks and loses. Still played it beautifully. Queen 9 for Malika. 10-9 suited for Seaman Horse. On the small blind, I don't really know what we want to do facing a button open, you know? What do we want to do? We got this big stack. Kind of want some junior chickens. Those would be so good right now. 10-9 suited from the small. Queen 10 for Felipe in the big. Got a button open, up a small blind call. We might be going 3 ways to a flop here. Queen 10 is not folding pre. King 5 4 flop. 2 hearts. Felipe with the backdoor heart draw. Seaman Horse with the backdoor club draw. Everybody with a backdoor straight draw. Excuse me. Excuse me. Malika, what do you do? Queen 9 suited. I wonder if a bet just gets through with all of that bullshit being said about what's going on here. No, Malika checks it on back. Deuce on the turn. So do we got any chop outs between the queen highs? So what if a deuce comes? I don't think so. Queen comes, we still play the kicker. So Queen 10 is holding up here. And again, you would just kind of expect Malik to go for a bet. Man, I want a junior chicken so bad and I got free fries. I think I'm going to have to go after this. Yes, sirree. Queen 9 will just check it down. 6 of hearts on the river. 1-liner to a 3. Felipe blocks the flush. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Oh, 10-9 goes for a stab. Oh no, Seaman Horse, you're gonna get this through, dude. Why would Malika do anything here with Queen 9 of spades? Seaman Horse bets about 2/3 on the river. The bet gets through. Blinds go up. Nice steal by Seaman Horse. King Queen. Oh, for Seaman Horse from the button. 8-9 for Lena in the big. Felipe with the ace 3-0. Probably not going to 3-bet here. Seaman Horse still elects to go for the bigger 2.3 blind. Open size, playing about 80 blinds deep with Lena. We get an ace king 8 flop. 2 diamonds, which are irrelevant to these 2 players' holdings. But what is relevant is that we both got pairs. Bottom pair for Lena, middle pair for Seaman Horse. Flop goes check, check. 4 on the turn. Pretty boring shit. Lena checks over bottom pair, prepared to fold. 2 flush draws on the board. Plenty of straight draws as well. I don't think 8-9 wants to call. Sizable bet, 3.8 blinds. Nice fold by Lena. King 10 will open. King Queen for Crazy Caesar in the big blind. Crazy Caesar calls. King. That's not a king. That's a 6 and a 5 and a 2, dude. 6-5-2 flop goes check bet call 3 on the turn. King high versus king high. Crazy Caesar with the backdoor flush draw. 2 overs. Good board for the big blind. Says fuck it, we're off to the turn. 3 puts the 1-liner to the 4 out there. Neither player with a 4. King high versus king high. 7.7 blinds in the middle. How many more times is he going to repeat himself? 2.3 blind bet by Malika, and that will get the job done. Very, very, very good, Malika. Very good. Seaman Horse with King 6 is thinking about an open, but not going to find it here. Nope. They are in first place. King 6-0, not going to open. 10-6 suited for Lena on the button. We'll click the 2.2 blind open size. Malika with 9-4 suited in the big. Malika calls. We get a Jack 9-5 flop. 1 heart. Lena quickly bets with backdoor straight draws and the backdoor heart draw. Middle pair for Malika with backdoor flush draw. We'll call. See a turn. There we go, another 9. Good shit for Malika. However, there's a heart out there. 2 of them, in fact. 2 hearts. Lena's got 2 in his hand. That's what we call a flush draw. 3 of a kind, Malika. What do? We lead out small, 1.9. We get a quick call. Jack on the river. Actually a weird spot for both players. 10 high for Lena is no good. Malika with a boat, but the bottom end of it. Malika says, fuck it, there's still value to be had. 8.5 blinds. We'll get through. Boat 13, slide over to him. Queen 8 suited for Malika. We'll limp it on in. King 4 for Seaman in the big blind. We'll check it on back. We get an ace queen 6 flop, 2 hearts. Malika, guess what? They got 2 in their holding and a little pair of queens as well. They bet a blind and likely take the pot down as Seaman has king high. 6-5. I don't know why I thought Crazy Caesar was going to play that. Felipe gets a walk with 7-6 suited. 9-9. Malika opens. 8-8 for Felipe. And then a king-queen for Lena. A little bit of playability for these 3 players. Felipe. Call from the small. Lena calls as well, but also it's less likely. I think a 3-bet would come in covering both players. Oh, Lena says, fuck it, we're just off to the flop. 10-8-5, that's middle set. Little pair of 9s for Malika. Lena with 2 overs, backdoor straight draw most importantly. 2 overs are no good. Flop checks around 7 on the turn. There's a couple straight draws for Malika now to the jack or 6. Felipe bets 4 3/4. Malika is in a weird spot. There's a flush draw, a couple straights get there, such as 6-9, 6-4. Get a queen on the river, not what Malika's looking for, but the flush draw did brick. Queen Jack made a pair which is kind of annoying for Malika. You wouldn't expect much king queen or like ace queen to bet the turn. Queen 9 as well. You block that. Anyways, Felipe with the set of 8s will bet 4 blinds, a quarter pot. Malika can't really call, but I think we can raise. Do we call? I think we raise. Malika says, fuck it, we're just gonna fold. Don't even waste your chips, don't waste your time, get out of there. Very interesting little spot there. Interesting little small bet on the river by Felipe too. 8-9-0 will raise from the button and take it down pretty. Jack 9 for Felipe. Nah, Queen 3 for Lena. Queen 3 for Lena will open. No! Queen 3 suited hits the muck. King 8 gets a walk. Ace 10 for Seaman Horse in the big. 8-8 for Lena. Malika with King 7 suited in the small blind. Get a cutoff open. Ace 10, I think we call, but a 3-bet bluff could come in as well. Playing a boat. Just under 70 blinds. Top pair, top kicker for Seaman Horse. 3 flush board. Lena with a diamond. Bets 1.4 blinds into about 5.5. Seaman Horse calls. 3 on the turn. Most importantly, it's a non-diamond. Turn goes check, check, ace on the river as well. Non-diamond, top 2 pairs. Seaman Horse quite happy here. Quite ecstatic, in fact. There's some ace X that doesn't have a pair on the turn that checks back. Makes top pair on the river. Seaman Horse probably going to go for a value bet. $10.4 blinds. That is huge. It's kind of tough to get called when you bet that big. But Lena with the pocket pair and the diamond blocker will think about it and says, no, I'm not going to think too long. Finds the fold. 10-8 suited. Lena will open it on up. Yeah, again, very interesting big size there where you don't necessarily expect too many ace X, single ace X's to call you. So you're trying to get called by like what, like ace 3 or like ace 6 or something, some sort of two pairs. Was there a 6 on the board? I don't even fucking know at this point. Jack 8 for Seaman Horse. Gonna fold the button. 9-9 for Felipe. Will raise and take it down pre. 7-4 for Elena in the big blind. 4.2 blinds. Big sizing by Felipe. Ace 5 for Felipe on the button. Sorry, it is kind of an interesting game brewing here. Crazy Caesar, the short stack, and then we got 4 very capable players playing about 50 blinds deep. Interesting situation brewing here. Ace 9 for Seaman Horse. Gonna open it up. 2 blinds is the size. Interesting, they size down. Malika with Jack 9 in the big blind. They find the call. Ace King Queen flop. Top pair versus straight draw. Seaman Horse bets and takes the pot down is my guess. 1.7 blinds. Like, we do got a couple outs to the 10, but man, pretty bad board for the Jack 9, which hits the muck. Ace Ace for Crazy Caesar. 4-4 for Elena. Surely we call it off for the 7 blinds in total. 4 is open. Aces will 3-bet the 5 blinds instead of sticking it all in, which is kind of weird. Yeah, regardless, I think we still get the same action, right? Doesn't Lena just stick it in and then we get a call and then we're looking for a 5. Looking for a 5. Or 1-4 actually. For the 4 of a kind draw. 5 would chop the pot. Set over set. Crazy Caesar gets the full double. 10-10 for Seaman Horse. Doesn't look like much is dealt for the rest of the table, so it looks like a raise and take it down pre. Queen 3-0 for Felipe in the big blind. Nice big open size, 4 blinds. And I'll take it down. $9-10 for Malika. Just gonna fold the cutoff. 6-9 for Seaman Horse. Getting open from the button. $10-5 somehow still hanging out. Felipe will let that one go eventually. Jack 2 as well. I don't know why I didn't call that. That's hitting the muck for Lena in the big blind. King 4. Felipe will open the button. Lena with Ace 10 suited. Do we call the small? Yes, we do. King Jack for Crazy Caesar in the big blind. Like, if they jam it in, Felipe folds, Lena calls. Crazy Caesar just calls pre. We get an Ace 5-2 flop, all hearts. Straight draw for Felipe to the 3. Lena with top pair. Crazy Caesar, nut flush draw. Although there's some potential straight flushes, so I guess it's not a nut flush draw. But anyways, Felipe bets small. Top pair calls. King Jack calls. Queen deuce on the turn. Does pair the board, but man, you don't expect much 2x to be playing in this situation. Felipe will check back the turn, giving up the bluff. Jack on the river, so Crazy Caesar makes a pair, but that's no good, obviously. River will just check down, and Lena will scoop the 11 blind, surely. Yeah, I was just thinking if Felipe bets there, what the hell is going on? Are we trying to rep Jack? Only Jack. Anyways, Felipe with the 8-9 suited. Looks like another open Malika. A6 in the big blind. Both players with hearts. That's kind of interesting to note. We could see some action. Instead, we get an ace, queen, jack flop. Straight draw to the 10. Felipe in position. Ace high board, good to bet. They go for a little bit bigger of a bet, 2.3 blinds into 5. Malika with the toppest of pairs will call. Five on the turn is not a 10. No siree, not a 10. Felipe is looking for that 10 still. 8 or 9 are no good, obviously. Over bets though, 10.6 blinds, putting a hell of a lot of pressure on ace 6 here. Obviously 2 flush draws, king 10 flops a straight. And there's the 2 pairs as well, sets. Malika with top pair, Felipe with 9 high, goes for a huge over bet, and ace 6 hits the muck. What a play by Felipe. Jack for Lena. Lena opens to 2.2 and they just take it down pretty. Interesting little hand there by Felipe. 9-8 suited, no draw other than the straight draw to the 10. I think there were 2 flush draws out there, right? You would have expected something with a little more equity. Felipe says, no way, Jose. Jack 10 versus 8-6. We get a king, queen 8 flop, which is kind of interesting. Open-ended straight draw. 2 live cards with the jack and 10 bottom pair for Malika. In position, might go for a c-bet. 1.5 blinds is the size. Open ender will call and make a pair of 10s on the turn, which is good for the pot for the time being. Not what Malika wanted to see. I'll check it down to the river, 9 of hearts. Straight versus bottom pair. Malika will just give it up. Jack 10 scoops a small one. Blinds go up. Queen jack for Seaman Horse. Not much doing behind in the blinds. 10-2 for Elena. We'll let that one go. King jack for Crazy Caesar in the big. Felipe with the 7 and the 7. Crazy Caesar, rip it in. 8.4 blinds. Pretty easy call for 7s. We got a big flip here, looking for a king or jack, some hearts. A 10 would do, a heart would do. We find none of it. A king jack would have worked. Beautiful queen of hearts on the turn, but Felipe holds with the pair of 7s, gets a small $800 bounty. We lose another body, and it looks like we have a break to skip through. Coming back from break, we got 7-7 for Elena, queen 8-0 for Malika. Don't think we play that from the small Seaman Horse with 10-4-0 in the big blind. Gonna let that one go. Queen 9 for Seaman Horse from the small blind. Queen 10 for Felipe in the big blind. 2 big stacks going to war here. Playing about 74 blinds deep, just under that. Seaman Horse will limp it in. Felipe covers Seaman Horse. Jack 8-7 flop, kind of interesting. We both got a straight draw going on here. Backdoor flush draw for Felipe. Queen high for both players. Both players block the flop straight with 10-9. Flop goes check, check, deuce on the turn. Seaman horse gonna check it on over. Felipe bets 1.4 into 2.5 on the turn here. Does have the best of it. The 10 kicker still plays. Get a call. Jack on the river. The kickers still play. Queen high versus queen high, but yeah, Felipe's gonna take that pot down. Seaman horse with Jack 10 from the button. Looks like an open here. Ace 9 for Felipe from the small blind. Four-handed. Could 3-bet. Seven 4-0 for Lena in the big blind. Ace 9 does find the 3-bet. We'll see what Seaman horse does against it. It's a fair sizing, 8.5 blinds. We are playing super deep, but we don't really want to pay it off. King Jack for Seaman horse. Looks like another open for them. They got just under 69 blinds. Malika with Ace 10 in the big. 27 effective for them. It feels like it's going slow. So are we on the right speed? Yep. Oops. Play. Oh, that was miserable. Anyways, we get a call from the big blind. Jack 8-5 flop. Seaman horse with top pair. Backdoor second nut flush draw. Malika with backdoor straight draws. Top pair will bet 1.5. Don't think Malika check raises here, but a call could come in. A lot of straight draws out there that Malika's ahead of. Oh, Malika just lets her go. Top pair gets no value there. Very interesting happening. Felipe with Ace 9 will open it up from the cutoff. King Jack suited from Malika in the small blind. 3-3 for Seaman horse in the big. Malika 3-bets. It'll be interesting to see what size they go. They could just rip it in here, but obviously they could find a smaller size. They elect just to jam, offer up the $2,200 bounty. Seaman horse, of course, quickly folds the 3s, but the Ace 9 is in a pickle here. Four-handed, sorry. It's a pretty damn strong holding, but really hoping for a lot for Ace 9 to be good, and even when you are good and ahead of King Jack suited there, King Queen, you don't have great equity, you know? It's like 60-some%. There's a few Ace 5 suiteds in there as well, but Felipe makes the good fold there, I think. You don't really want to lose your position either. Felipe barely covers Seaman horse just by about 8 blinds. Malika with about, what was it, like 25 blind jam. Man, that'd be a huge hit to your stack. You'd be just under Lena actually if you lost the pot in third place, so that'd be a huge swing to go from first to third, so it makes a lot of sense for Felipe to fold there. Wait, maybe I did my math wrong. He would have been in second, I think, still, but just barely. Anyways, we're moving along. Ace King for Seaman horse. Queen Jack suited for Malika in the big blind. We see one Jack being folded. Queen Jack suited is just going to call pre. We get an Ace King Jack flop. 5 blinds in the middle. We'll at least get 1.5 more in there. And probably a call. Straight draw to the 10 for Malika. There's no heart out there, which sucks for them. But, I suppose we're probably going to have to call. Are they thinking check raise? That would have been interesting, eh? Check raise with bottom pair on the Ace King Jack flop. Probably a bad idea. Do have a straight blocker, and you're blocking 2 pairs, though. Oops. Anyways, Anyway, Seaman Horse bets 6.66, the devil's number. Bet probably just gets through on the turn here. It's quite large for third pair to call. Always with that nut straight draw though. Oh, Malika does find another call. That's bad news for Malika. 21 blinds in the middle. We get a brick 3 on the river. 4-5 does make a straight, I suppose. Seaman Horse probably just rips it in and takes it down. Plenty of other 2 pairs Seaman Horse should try to get called by. Ace Jack, Ace 3, Ace 2, King Jack. There might be some suited King X, like King 3, King 2. King of Diamonds. So maybe only King 3 of Diamonds, which was blocked by Seaman Horse. So it's actually very... Well, that cuts out on some 2-pair draws, or some 2 pairs that you beat, sorry. Holy fuck, did I stumble over my words as I stumbled over my thoughts. Anyways, Seaman Horse rips it in, and I'm trying to think, like, what does Malika have here for value, but they got the Queen Jack here. Straight blocker. Third pair. What could Seaman Horse have for bluffs? Some sort of like Queen 9 of Diamonds, Queen 8 of Diamonds. 10-9 of Diamonds, any 10x of Diamonds really. Not that Seaman Horse will open all those under the gun. Malika in the end finds the call, and they're going to see the bad news. They thought long and they thought wrong, yo. 58 blinds. I did not think they were going to find the call there at all, but Malika thought they had a read. Top 2 pair will take down a huge pot and a big bounty. Seaman Horse now in first place with just under 100 blinds is going to limp in Jack 3-0. Usually the bigger stack will play raise from the small blind, but instead Seaman Horse wants to keep the pot small. 9-9-3 flop. Bottom pair of 3s. Seaman Horse might bet a blind and take the pot down. 10-2 over Felipe in the big. So we got 14 grand locked up, sorry. Just under 14 grand, but pretty well. Oh, we got a couple playable holdings here. Jack 10 for Seaman Horse, Ace King for Felipe. From the small blind, gonna 3-bet. And if this bet's too large, it'll probably just take the pot down again. 8.5, the exact same size. Seaman Horse does have more chips to play with this time. They cover Felipe for the bounty. Seaman Horse thinks about it for a little bit, but says, I'm going to still find a better spot. They get Ace King themselves. Felipe with King 2 suited will raise the button. Probably just a 3-bet and take the pot down, though. I wonder if every once in a while there's a 4-bet by Felipe. Would be kind of cool to see. It'd be out of this world to see. Oh, Seaman Horse calls. It's what? King Queen 6 flop. 2 clubs. Felipe with top pair and the flush draw. Seaman Horse with top pair, top kicker. What do we do here? Felipe bets small in position. There's only 6 blinds in the middle. Seaman Horse goes in the tank a little bit. Finds the call. 10 on the turn. Oh no. 10 of spades that is, so the flush draw is still out there. Jack 9, Ace, Jack makes straights. Seaman Horse calls the Ace King pre-flop. In first place position, no less. We get a big bet by Felipe on the turn. 5.8 blinds. Is Seaman Horse going to raise it all with the Ace King? Like, there's so many nasty rivers. Ace of hearts. This goes check, check. One liner to a jack out there. Does Felipe ever bluff with the pair of kings? Not likely. Does Seaman Horse find a lead with top 2? They lead out super small, 3.8 blinds. What a hand. So the only raising Seaman Horse did here was on the river. 3.76 blinds. Although, to be fair, I think if they 3-bet pre-flop, the bet just gets through, if we're being honest. I don't know about this river. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen for Felipe, but we're gonna move along after that strange little happening. Seaman Horse did get max value against that particular holding. Queen 5 suited for Lena will open the button. Seaman Horse is gonna 3-bet ace 10-0 from the small 8.8. Felipe with queen in the big. Felipe probably gonna 4-bet large here. Do we 4-bet small? Oh, it is pretty small, 18.4. The 4-bet will get through. 10-9. He's gonna limp it in for Felipe, covering Lena in the big with ace 7-0. They'll raise to 3.5 blinds, and Felipe probably calls with 10-9. Got quite a bit of playability here. King 9-5 flop. Middle pair. Weird spot for Felipe, but we're gonna have to call this flop bet if it comes in. No, we get a free turn. The King of Hearts brings in a flush draw. Top pair is now paired board. Sorry. Top pair turns into 3 of a kind on the turn. There we go. Felipe will bet the pair of 9s and take the pot down. What a horrific fucking constructed sentence. Anyways, Felipe with 10-10. I'm gonna open it on up. Queen 5 for Seaman Horse in the big blind. Tens will just get through pre. King 10 for Lena. I'm gonna open the button. Seaman Horse with ace 6-0 is in a weird spot from the small blind. Seaman Horse just finds the fold. Lena gets it through pre. 9-3 suited for Seaman Horse on the button. We'll see if they open it up or if they're going to start taking some more passive lines pre-flop. 5-3 suited for Felipe. I think you should probably play the holding. We'll see what they elect to do. 3.5 blinds is the raising size, and they'll take it down pre. 6-2 for Lena. We'll limp it on in. Seaman Horse with queen 5-0. Queen 5 checks it back. Ooh, interesting flop. 7-4-2. What the fuck? 7-4-3. There we go. Lena with a straight draw to the 6 backdoor flush draw. 6 high. Gets called by the queen 5 on the flop there. Deuce on the turn. Lena makes a pair, checks it on over. Seaman Horse still with the straight draw to the 6 and another one to the ace now. Blocking the spade draw as well. Seaman Horse overbets the pot. Very interesting happening, and Lena will just let go of the best of it with the paradox. Queen Jack for Seaman Horse. Ace Queen for Felipe in the big blind. Limp pot. Oh, Felipe's gonna raise, obviously. Ace Queen will raise to 4.2 blinds. Interesting sizing. They are playing super deep, so I suppose it does make some sense to size up. Queen Jack finds the call and top pair as well. Jack 9-3. 2 diamonds out there. This is all Seaman Horse. The backdoor flush draw in there. Ace Queen will bet just under 3 blinds into 8.8. Top pair obviously not going to find the fold here. 6 of clubs doesn't change nothing. It would be interesting to see Felipe go 3 streets. Like, I don't know what Queen Jack does facing a big bet on the river. Say there's a brick. Turn just goes check check anywho. 7 on the river. This top pair go for some value here. There's a few missed flush draws and straight draws. So Felipe might find himself a hero call. Some sort of king queen, queen 10 diamonds. Some sort of ace 10 of diamonds. we are three-handed. There could even be like ace 8 of diamonds, ace 5 of diamonds. Maybe some sort of, I don't know, but ace queen. In the end, we'll think right, or think long and think right. Find the fold. Seaman horse doesn't get any value with the top pair. Blinds go up. Ace 5 from the button. Seaman horse will raise Lena in the big blind with jack 7. Quickly calls, and we get a great flop for Lena. Seaman horse is also open-ended with ace high, which is no longer the best of it. Lena's got the pair of 7s and the flush draw. Ace 5 checks it back, looking to make their hand on the turn. We get the king of spades. That's not what the Seaman horse is looking for, obviously. But it is a card that does favor them. No heart in their holding. I'm gonna see a free river card. Lena with the pair of 7s bets 1.6 blinds, and Seaman horse folds the ace high. 7-2. Lena will just walk out Seaman horse. Queen 10 gonna open the button. Ace king for Felipe. Gonna get a 3-bet pre. Hopefully Felipe doesn't jam. They still make it large, 8 blinds, and the 3-bet gets through pre. Ace 9 for Seaman horse, gonna open the button. King 5 for Lena in the big blind. We'll see if they defend. Not too sure what we should do here. Lena says quickly 3-bet. I don't know if it works out. Ace 9 is strong here. But do we call? Do we 4-bet jam as a bluff? Seaman horse lets her go. Lena's 3-bet gets plenty of respect apparently. Ace 9 just hitting the muck. Nice play by Lena to pick up some chips. Queen 6 for Lena, limping it in. 3-2 suited for Seaman horse. Good board for Seaman horse to start with anyways. 7-4-3 flop. Bottom pair, backdoor flush draw for Seaman horse. Lena with the queen high, straight draw to the 5. They lead out 1 blind, get a call by the pair of 3s. Ace on the turn is an interesting card. Should slow action down, I think. Lena checks. Seaman horse checks and makes 3 3s on the river. Be interesting to see what size they bet. They may as well overbet. With that being said though, you're trying to still get called, right? It's a very tough spot to get called. You bet 6.6 blinds. It makes sense you want value, but it's just gonna be tough to get called by something that bets small on the flop. Doesn't continue on turn in the river. Anyways, Lena's got a set of ducks. 8-7-0 with nothing doing. We'll find the fold. And it gets no action, and we're moving along. Ace king for Seaman horse on the button. We'll open it up. Lena with queen jack suited in the big blind. Oh boy, 7-6-5 flop. 2 clubs for Lena. Seaman horse does have the backdoor club draw. Ace king is also still good for the time being. Flop goes check, check, 9 on the turn. Lena leads out small. 1-liner to the 8. 2 clubs. Seaman horse somehow find a hero call with ace king. There is some like jack 10. Oh my lord, ace king calls. Deuce on the river is a brick. Lena checks, giving Seaman horse free showdown. They'll take the pot with ace king. Nice hero call by Seaman horse. King queen for Felipe will raise the button and take it down pre. Ace 3. Lena will raise the button. Felipe's got 9s in the big. Seaman Horse has a playable holding. Queen 10-0. They stick in a 3-bet, that'd be interesting. They do find one. 7 blinds to go. 9-9 is fucking strong 3-handed. Question is, what does Felipe do with it? Do we really want a cold call from the big blind? Feels weird. Kind of feels like you have to 4-bet. Longer we tank, something makes me feel like we're gonna fold, but in the end Felipe finds the call. Jack 6-4 flop. We were pretty well flipping. Lena folds the ace high. Seaman Horse does have 3 in a row. They're gonna check it on over though. 9-9 will bet 4 blinds, a quarter pot. Check raise would have been sexy, but no, we're not gonna find it here today. Seaman Horse just gets out of the way. 8-5 suited for Seaman Horse. We'll raise the button, I think. Right? We're still in first place. We do find the open. Good stuff. 8-5 hits the muck from the small blind. King 7 calls from the big for Lena. Queen 7-5 flop. Both players make pair status. Flop goes check, check, 10 on the turn. We're probably not putting any pennies in the middle unless somebody makes 2 pairs or 3 of a kind. But then the other player wouldn't make a holding. So then again, we're still probably not putting any pennies in the middle. 9 on the river. Pair 7 should just take this pot. Jack 3 over Lena. It'll be interesting to see what they do with such a marginal holding. They're just going to find the fold. 4-3 gets a walk. Good news for Seaman Horse. Ace 10 for Lena. Ace King for Seaman Horse. Bad news for Lena playing 31 blinds deep. Seaman Horse, we'll see if they go to the 7 blind 3-betting size again. Good stuff. They stay nice and consistent. Lena might think about a 4-bet bluff all in. Is it for value, actually? I'm not quite too sure. Lena finds the call, so I suppose a jam would have been for a bluff. Anyways, we get a 10-7-4 flop. All Lena. Good news for them. Seaman Horse has shown the willingness to just to show down Queen 10. They give up after 3-betting pre-flop. This time they continue with the aggressive lead. Bet small on the flop. Lena obviously calls with top pair, top kicker, jack on the turn. There we go. Seaman Horse does slow down on the turn. That's what we were expecting. 4 on the river for free. Although maybe aces check the turn. Like aces with a diamond sure would. Or could. Anyways, Seaman Horse doesn't try to rep ace-ace. Lena will bet almost all their stack, 14.5 blinds, and Seaman Horse will let go of the ace high. 10-9 for Lena. Does this get walked? 10-5 for Felipe in the small. 10-9 does get a walk. Nine 5 suited for Felipe. They'll open the button. And the open just gets through pre. Ace 4 for Seaman Horse. Do 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 do. 8-5 for Felipe in the big blind. Seaman Horse is covered by Felipe now, so they're gonna go for the limp strategy. Get a quick raise to 3.7 blinds. Seaman Horse has to see a flop here. We could always 3-bet. That would be kind of cool. Take it down pre. There's the 3-bet, 12.5 blinds. Don't think Felipe calls. They are in position. It's about 9 into like 25. Oh, we do get a call. 10-6-4 flop. Bottom pair, backdoor flush draw. Seaman Horse has the best of it, but Felipe's got 2 overs to that pair of 4s and the straight draw to the 7. Get a 6 blind bet by Seaman Horse. Probably have to call. 10 on the turn, pairs the board. Brings in another flush draw too. Pretty scary situation. If Seaman Horse checks, does Felipe find a way to buy the pot? Most likely. Seaman Horse in the time bank now. Obviously in a weird spot. Doesn't really want to check it over. Doesn't really feel like value betting though. In the end, they do land on it. 9.5 blinds. Very difficult to call with the straight draw. Just to the 7. 8 high. You don't know this, but your 8 and 5 are good. It's 9.5 blinds into a bunch. We get a raise. 23 blinds to go by Felipe. He says, I can't win the pot here by calling. Sticks in a raise on the turn to 23 bigs. Seaman Horse is getting a great price, but this is obviously a terrifying action. I got no idea what to do here. So we get a limp raise to 3 point something. Get a call. No, a 3-bet, sorry, to 12.5. Felipe calls. All 4 on the river. Fuck the action. Seaman Horse is pretty happy with that 4 on the river making the full house. Obviously they lose to a 10. Felipe's got 8 high. Does he have to bluff it off here? Flush gets there. They were repping 10x on the turn. They're all in, and Seaman Horse quickly calls with the bottom boat and sees the great news. 137 blinds slide their way. 3-3. Felipe with ace-9 will rip it in. Lena with 5-5. Lena rips. Seaman Horse can't call here 3 ways with pocket pair of 3s. Lena makes a set. Straight draw to the 10 and 6. Get the 4 diamonds on the river. And we do lose Felipe there in 3rd place. Well, good game by Seaman Horse. They did tighten up a little bit and it was getting pretty obvious, but in the end it worked out in their favor. They got a little crazy with the ace-4 there. Went for a big bluff pre, 3-bet it. Got called, saw a pair of 4s. Bet on the flop, got a call. And they bet again small on the turn. Face a raise to 23 blinds. They bet 9.5. There was like 70 blinds in the middle. Seaman Horse had to call like 12 or something into a pot of 80. They find the call and a boat on the river. Pretty ridiculous. And then Felipe rips it all in with the 8 high, and obviously Seaman Horse finds the call. Anyways, we move along heads up. Interesting little hand here. Bottom pair of 6s for Seaman Horse. Lena with the open-ended straight draw. Bets 1 blind in position. Both players with the 3 kicker. If we do find a magical 3 on the turn, it will just slow Lena right down, but instead we get a 5 of spades, so Lena makes the straight. Seaman Horse is probably not too happy with the pair of 6s here. Lena bets 3.2 into 4 1/4, and they take the pot down. Queen versus King 2. King 2 really sucks, let me tell you. Lena quickly finds the call. Queen 8-7 flop. Top set. Could always check it back. There's no flush draw out there. There's plenty of straight draws though, so we still might go for a c-bet. Seaman Horse elects to bet 1.3. Lena with king high will just get the heck out of there. Queen 5, we get a limp. Jack 9, we'll check it back. 10, 9, 2 flop. Seaman horse with middle pair, 3 in a row, backdoor flush draw. Lena with the, oh no, not the best of it, sorry. They got queen high. Backdoor straight draws, overcard. They bet 1 blind and they find a jack on the turn. Interesting as Seaman horse makes 2 pairs. Lena is open-ended once again. Lena bets 3.4, might face a check raise on the turn here. Seaman horse just finds the call. 8 of spades on the river. Pretty nasty card, poker stars. Lena destined to scoop the pot here. Their flush did complete. Seaman horse leads small. Lena quickly calls and sees the good news. 15 blinds slide their way and blinds go up. Jack 8 for Lena in the big blind. Seaman horse with Jack 4 on the button. We'll raise it up still. Good stuff. 10, 10, 9 flop. Backdoor flush draw for Seaman horse. They do have plenty of chop potentials. And then there's a straight draw for Lena. 6 on the turn. Lena leads out somehow, blocking 8-7 I guess. And Jack high has to hit the muck. Nicely done by Lena. Just to make sure that they win that pot there. Jack 9, Lena raises and takes it down pre. Both players with the 3 in this holding. 7-3, Seaman horse will raise the button. King 3 calls the big, and Jack 7-7 flop 3 of a kind for Seaman horse. Seaman horse bets and takes the pot down. Jack 7 for Lena, 8-7 for Seaman horse. Mm-hmm. 8-7 flops a straight draw to the 5. Lena's Jack high is still best. They bet 1.5 blinds. Get a call 4 on the turn, pairs the board. Oh, we get a lead by Seaman horse. A third pot, and Lena will let go of Jack high. 6-3, Seaman horse on the button. We'll see if they continue to open it up. Lena's got a very shitty holding. The raise might get through pre-flop. 2-4, we'll get a walk. 5-3 on the button for Lena. Very shitty holding, but they're going to open it up. 6-7 for Seaman horse in the big. Isn't this just a call? Yep, we do find it. Ace queen 6 or ace queen 9 flop, sorry. Ace queen 9, we both got a backdoor flush draw. Lena with a backdoor wheel draw. They bet 3 blinds in position. Seaman horse has 7 high, probably going to find the fold with 2 undercards. 7-6, Seaman horse on the button this time. We'll open it up. Ace 6 for Lena in the big blind. Oh boy. Ace 9, 6 flop. Top and bottom pair. Lena checks it over. Seaman horse with the bottom pair. Could always check it back here. 5 on the turn does bring in a straight draw to the 8 for Seaman. Lena will overbet 5.5 blinds. We do get a call. 7 on the river is pretty nasty. There's a 1-9 or 2 and 8. Both players with 2 pairs. I don't know if Lena wants to face a jam if they bet. They still find a bet. It's just super small, 5 blinds to go. Seaman horse quickly calls and sees the bad news. 5 and a 2, 8, 6. Lena will just say, fuck it, I'm done with this one. Let's get some new cards, dealer. Ace 9 suited, that's pretty good. Seaman Horse raises 8-5 on the button. We get a 10-9, 7 flop. 1 diamond, middle pair, top kicker. Lena's sitting pretty. Seaman Horse with a straight draw to the 6 or jack. Open ender. Find a free jack of hearts on the turn. Lena checks over the pair 9s, probably done with the holding. Seaman Horse bets the straight. This is heads up poker, I suppose. So there's some queen X that could go for a bluff and spade draws maybe. Anyways, we're moving on along. Lena did find the fold with the 9s. 8-8. Lena will open the button. 9-4 suited. Seaman Horse calls the big. We get a queen 7-3 flop. 1 heart for Seaman Horse. Pair of 8s is still pretty good here. Lena bets 1.5. Seaman Horse finds the fold. Lena backdoor straight draw in there as well, I suppose. 8-5 suited. Seaman Horse raises the button and takes it down pre. Ducks first 10-3-0. I hate 10 high with a shitty card beside it. Seaman Horse also does and finds the fold. Ace 10, Seaman Horse, sorry. Seaman Horse raises the button and takes it down pre. Ace 3, Lena raises the button. 10-8-0 for Seaman Horse in the big blind. 10-6-2 flop. Lena with the ace high, checks it back. Had backdoor flush draw and straight draws in there. Seaman Horse with top pair will bet the turn. I think we bet large. Do we? Seaman Horse says, well, we bet pretty big anyways, 3.9 blinds. So that is pretty large, and the ace high will hit the muck. Maybe we should bet smaller. Maybe so. Anyways, we're moving on along. Seaman Horse with queen 8 will raise and take it down pre. Queen jack gets a walk. So we're playing about 60 blinds deep now that Lena's caught up a little bit. This is kind of cool to see. Open-ended straight draw. Seaman Horse with 3 in a row. Deuce on the turn is no fun. Lena can still lead and take it down. 6.5 blinds is the bet into 4 1/4, and that will surely get the job done. Not much Seaman Horse can do there with queen 8. King 6, Lena will raise 2.2. 7-4, Seaman Horse will call. Queen 4, 2 flop. Little 6 of diamonds and Lena's holding. We'll bet 1.2 blinds. King high could be good, but it's not. Seaman Horse with the pair of 4s here. Finds the call. Deuce of clubs on the turn. Pair of 4s leads out. About half pot, a little bit more. Whoa, and Lena raises to 10.5 blinds. What an interesting little play this is with the 6 of diamonds. 1 over card to the board with a king, and the pair of 4s do hit the mark. Nice steal by Lena. King 7-0 for Seaman Horse. Nine 5. Lena will defend the big blind. We're playing 70 blinds deep. 9 4 3 flop. Lena makes top pair. Backdoor straight draws. King high. Seaman Horse checks back the flop. Deuce on the turn. Lena with top pair leads out. Takes the pot down. Queen jack again for Seaman Horse getting a walk. 9-9. That'll raise the button. 8-6 will defend the big blind. We get a 9-6-3 flop. Top set for Seaman Horse. Didn't they have this earlier with the queens? You're going to check this one back. 5 on the turn. Straight draws here for Lena. Oh, just to the 7. 2 pair draw is no good. 3 of a kind draw is no good. They just need a 7. They bet about half pot. 2.6. Oh, that's a little bit more than half pot. Sorry, it's closer to like 60%. 2/3 or something. Anyways. Top set here, thinking about a raise. Seaman Horse finds it to 9 blinds. Oh, what the hell? Lena calls and bangs off the 7 on the river. Lena makes quite a few straights here today. Top set for Seaman Horse facing the half pot lead is gonna have to call, right? Any 4 makes a straight, any 8 makes a straight. What a shitty fucking river. Anyways. I think Seaman Horse still calls. What a bad river. Surely we don't raise, right? I don't think that's in the play. Seaman Horse using their whole time bank finds the fold. Very nicely done by Seaman Horse here to let go of top set. Lena with King Queen gonna open it up. Ace 7 for Seaman Horse. Finds the call pre Queen 4-2 flop. Backdoor clubs for both players. Lena with top pair. Bet small. Seaman Horse with the backdoor straight draw in there as well. The wheel draw finds the call eventually. Don't think we really want to raise on the flop. We get a 5 of spades on the turn. So Lena is in the lead. That's interesting. We'll see how quickly they can put the pressure on Seaman Horse, but they're going to lead out with the straight draw to the 3 here. Ace high no good as Lena makes top 2 pairs, 13 blinds in the middle. Seaman Horse checks. What are we doing here? Lena bets 9.6. Ace high hits the muck. Man, I had no idea what Seaman Horse was getting up to there. Ace King for Lena, 9-5 suited for Seaman Horse. We're gonna add a raise and a 3 bet. We'll see what size it is. 9 blinds. Is it too big for Seaman Horse? Very interesting spot. There hasn't been too many 3 bets, so I suppose they're just going to find the fold in this situation where we can see Lena's obviously not 3 betting a billion holdings. They did have, I think, a King 5-0 earlier. Just trying to think back, was there any other 3 bets by Lena pre? Not that I can remember anyways. Top pair of kings for Seaman Horse in position. I'll bet 1.3 blinds. Lena with 8-7 on a King 4-2 flop. I think we fold, right? Got a backdoor straight draw, but that's about it. Oh, and we get a little break. See if I don't fuck this up. Oh, what do you know? We come back from break. Ace King versus Queens. Ace King suited, no less. Lena opens the button. Seaman Horse 3 bets the big. Lena 4 bets to 14.8. Oh, big, 18.5. The Seaman Horse 5 bets small. I don't even know what to guess. No, they just rip in 73 blinds. We get a quick call by Queens and a King high board. Bad news for Lena. We're looking for just the Queen. They find it on the river. Say what? I knew the tournament was over, but I thought we had like 2 minutes left. So I thought Lena wasn't going to find the Queen. I thought Seaman Horse was going to get the job done. But bingo, Queen on the river. Lena does get the job done, making the second set there. Anyways, there's a big flip. Lena wins. They get about 20... Nope. Gotta add the 2 numbers, Brendan. About 46 grand for their efforts. Very nicely done, Lena. Where'd you start this bad boy off at? 96 blinds. Oh, big stack. First place position. Anyways, that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. And until then, adios amigos.